Hi everybody and welcome to my channel. In today's video I'll be showing you how to make my all-time favorite craft, Christmas craft I've ever made, and that is this little tiny snowman. Oh my gosh, he is so stinking cute. I absolutely love and adore him so much. I wasn't really into this whole gnome trend this year, but here I am with the gnome, of course. And so how this happened for me is because my theme this year is buffalo plaid in red. The little wine bag I saw at Dollar Tree and I bought it because I was like, oh, maybe I could do something with this. And at first when I bought it, I just put an empty wine bottle in it and I had put this upside down, like the wine bottle like this, so it was sitting like that. When I was looking at it, because I was like, what am I gonna do with this? I was like, oh my gosh, this looks like a little hat. I wonder if I could take this wine bottle holder and actually make this into a gnome. And so I had a vision and I experimented last night and I absolutely love how this turned out. Like, I just think he's so cute. So the hat is from Dollar Tree. Everything else is basically from Dollarama, and except for other things that I had laying around at home. Since this worked out exactly how I wanted to work out, I am gonna go ahead and make him a little brother. I was wanting to make him a little Mrs. It might have been a little bit too complicated for me, so I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys how I made this. So if you would like to learn how to make your own little tiny cute adorable snowman, please keep watching. All right, so there's multiple steps of this, and in no particular order, I will go through them all. So we'll start with how to make the body of this. So what I did for this is I had an old sock laying around in my socks that are missing pile. So I'm gonna use that as the body, and you can use rice for this, but to me, I'm like, rice is food, so I don't wanna waste food in this because like I wanna eat the rice, especially with how COVID is going, and you know, maybe grocery stores, it might be hard to get this type of stuff. I don't wanna waste the rice. So I'm definitely just shoving in other socks in there that are also part of my lost sock bin pile. So for the base of the body, I put 2 socks in there, as you can see, and then what I do after is just tie the top there to secure that in, and then I add 1 more sock on top and then secure that little sock as well with another rubber band. So you'll have 2 rubber bands there, and now you can see it kind of has this little type of head and body shape. So this is what you want to go for, and again, you can use honestly whatever you want, rice, sand, but I'm just trying to use things I already have laying around, and that's pretty much the body. The next thing is the beard. So this was really fun to make. So what you need is some fur. So I had this fur roll here to make this fun little beard. For the second guy that I want to make him a long beard. So I'm going to try that out. So what you got to do here is cut some strips of this. So this is actually type kind of thin. So I have to use 2 strips of this. And see, when you cut this, it was really interesting how this happened all by itself. So when you cut it, and honestly, oh my gosh, this was such a mess to work with. So stinking messy. So some of the hair comes out, but it makes like the hair short where it got cut, and it's perfect for making the little mustache, and you just gotta move it to the side and pull it all together and twist it and turn it, and bada bing bada boom, then the little mustache part is ready to go. So that was nice. So you cut 2 strips of this together like that, and then since they're detached, I wanted to put them together, so I took some hot glue and put them together like so. And then what you want to do is just literally cut from behind first the shape that you want. So you can see here, I flipped this around, and because I want kind of a pointier type of beard, I'm cutting the edges slowly because, you know, I just want to take it slowly at a time because it'll be easier to fix instead of cutting everything off and making a big mistake. So just going slowly at that. And then when I think my bag is ready, I turn around the front and just try to trim it just like a beard. I guess I've never had a beard, so I don't know how exactly what I'm doing, but I'm just trying to make the shape that I want. So this is the end result of what I got my beard to look like. So it ended up being a little bit more pointier than I wanted, but it all worked out in the end. So now what we're going to do is take our little body that we made, and now we're going to attach the beard. So you want to attach it onto the head part there. And you don't even have to glue all of it down. Just make sure the middle is at least glued. So this is what it looks like when it's glued. And there you go, that's the beard. And next up is the hat. So again, this all got inspired from these wine bags from the Dollar Tree. So I take this wine bag, and what I'm going to do, so you know how there's the body and then there's the head part, you want to shove the head part into the top of the wine bag there, because this is going to stabilize the whole entire gnome. So you want to make sure that extra sock little head part is there. So you're going to secure that on and squeeze the sides there and I tied a little bow with the ribbon, and I'm gluing it right there to shut that out. So there you go, I have glued it. And now obviously you want to make the hat, and so obviously it's still big and long in the back there. So what I'm going to do is just take a little elastic band and tie the top there to kind of start creating the hat shape. And this will help for it to come together to become like a floppy little hat. Because I actually struggled with this on how I was going to do this, but this seemed to work out really well. And you don't have to do this at this step, but I decided I want to put the nose on here. So I had a little cider ball that's used for like your luggage or something. I found that at Dollarama, and that's my nose, and I absolutely love these noses because a lot of the gnomes I see, their noses are huge, and I don't know, I don't really like it, and I just think these is the perfect size little nose. So stinking adorable. But again, you can do this at any step. I wanted to do it now. Going back to the hat, because I got distracted there. So there's different ways you can do the hat. So my other gnome that I did, I just cut up and shredded the end of that, and what I want to do is tie that elastic piece. So I did that with some nice red rope. But for this one, I didn't want to just shred the end. I found this little headband with these two pom-poms, these black pom-poms. So I'm just taking the pom-poms off and putting them right onto it. So I'm just going to glue that on because I wanted it again to be a little bit different from the first one I did. And I think this actually looks really, really cute in the end. So I put two pom-poms because the back end was kind of showing. You can see there it's kind of still showing. So I didn't really like that it was showing that it was cut up. So two pom-poms worked absolutely perfect for that. And then I squeezed it for a little bit there. And there you go. That's what the little top of the pom-pom hat looks like. Next up we have the feet. So oh my goodness, I got these little booty ornaments from Dollarama, so they were perfect for this. But I've seen some YouTube videos of people making these little booties out of pop bottles, so you can go ahead and do that if you can't find these, but these were just perfect for me because obviously I wanted to make these gnomes and they fit perfectly. So there's two ways to do. I was originally going to stand him up like the other guy, but these shoes kind of fell down, and I was like, these actually look really cute down. So I ended up cutting the middle of the boots to separate them, but you can see I like ripped apart the middle part. So I had this red thread once again, and I just wrapped it around there to kind of cover that up and make it all look so cute and pretty. So literally all you do, or all I did, maybe there's a better way to do this, but all I did was just take my hot glue and just glue it straight on to the body there. And this is what it looks like. So, you know, he's really coming together here and looking so stinking adorable. And now we're going to do the arms. So I had a little piece of fabric left from the top of the hat, and what I did is just roll that up to make the arm. The other gnome, I actually just used felt and the same thing and rolled up some felt. But this one, since I had some extra, I decided to make the arms out of them. So there's the arms glued on. I had this fabric left over from other DIYs. If you saw, I made some tree cones. So this is one of the fabrics I used. So I had some left over. So to cover the arms, I'm making a little square here, and I'm going to attach it to the end of his arm to make kind of like the little mittens that, like, you know, little newborns when they're born, they get these little mittens so they don't scratch their face, and they're so cute. So that's what we're kind of making on him to up the adorableness factor. And all I'm doing is taking then a little black hair tie that I have and just wrapping it around there. And honestly, if you want, you can fill this up with cotton, but I just thought it still looked fine and worked out even without the cotton. So that's what I did. So I just attached that. So cute. I think it's absolutely so adorable. Oh my gosh, I just love this guy so much. So there's him with both his little tiny mittens on, and the other one I did the exact same thing as well. And of course you can do whatever color you want. And I decided not to bling him out too much or do anything much to his hat like I did to his older brother. So I just wanted to add a little tiny something for him to hold. So I had this laying around, and so I just attached that to him so he has something fun. I just feel like the pom-pom really is like the nice feature on this one, and him sitting down, and the boots are really highlighted. So yeah, I didn't want to go too crazy with him, but of course you can accessorize however you want. And this is how he looks, so stinking cute. And the last part is the back. So with doing all this stuff and gluing everything together, the back doesn't look too great. You can see I kind of glued some of the head together there too. It doesn't look good. So all I did is cut out this square piece of felt, and I'm just gluing that right on the back there. It almost reminds me of like a penguin looking thing, but it just covers everything up to make it look really nice. So that's that one. And the other brother one is, this is what he looks like from behind as well. And so here is the final result. Like, oh my gosh, guys, I just think these are so stinking cute. Like, honestly, they're so adorable to me. I absolutely love how they look, and just the buffalo red plaid. I just think they are so stinking cute. They go so well with my theme, and I just honestly, I just am so happy looking at this because it looks so cute, and they look like really expensive. Like, they do not look like these are made from dollar store type of items. And these booties, I'm so obsessed with these booties. I almost regret not buying more of these because these are gone now, and I wish I had one for my tree. But yeah, so I ended up making this one first. So he's standing up. I really didn't know if this was going to come together, so I'm so pleased. Again, I really struggled with the hat and how to make it, so that worked out fantastic. And you can see this is what I meant to buy. I just cut and shredded the ends for this guy. And this one too is just kind of winging it. I really thought I was going to be making a replica of the other one, but I love how this one turned out. They look very similar but very different too, especially with the hat is different, as there's different type of decor, and one is sitting and standing. I absolutely love this so much. Thank you so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed, and now he has a little brother to enjoy, and then they can play and do whatever they want. So thank you guys so much for watching. Until next time, bye-bye.